Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 200, trying to reconnect, 2,848 today. Today we're talking about, and all this month we're doing no nonsense November, meaning I'm sharing one concept, one idea, one of the biggest lessons I've learned over the course of my 5 decades in business and my 6.5 decades of life to impact our businesses for Supersize Your Business and my Skool community, which we're just forming. We're not even in the storming phases yet. We're just in forming. And the annual challenge, the Be a Better You annual challenge, and thinking about planning out, ideating, what a great word to not be a great word. What a silly word. I'm getting ideas on what next year's annual challenge should be about and how I want to create and what I want to do and how I want to show up in my community, our community, but I'm working on it being in our community. So far, I understand how to do it, but I'm not getting to actually creating what it is that I want to see happen in that community. It's going to happen soon. All right. Today, we're talking about self-talk. And we all have self-talk. You know, we like to think, oh, I don't. I'm the positive epitome of the exact thing and identity I want to be. Not so much, right? And again, I talked about how there's scientists that have done studies on all this and psychologists and people way wiser than me. And they don't even agree on how many thoughts do we have a day, how many of those are negative, how many are positive. I would be really curious about a study that studies over time the impact of what's going on in the world around us and the reporting and the availability of all the negativity in the news and the impact that has had on us. I think whole generations have grown up with so much information and so much of it is negative and so much of it is outright lies and manipulation. What kind of an impact is that having us as human beings? I think that is negatively impacting us psychologically for sure. Look at how many people have depression, are on drugs, suicide rates, things like that. It inevitably impacts us, which is why in the 1980s, I turned the news off. And I realized about every 4-year cycle, I pay attention to the news for a little bit and then I stop. And I finally had to hard stop myself because there's so much BS, lies, and negativity in everything that's out there right now. And so that's one of the reasons I moved on to Skool too, is it keeps me focused on the personal development, the positive spirituality, the things I want to be developing and those messages and becoming more self-aware of how can I be a better human being than on all the crap in the world that's going on that I have absolutely zero control over, right? All these things and all the social media posts and stuff that people are ranting and raving and acting batshit crazy about. If people forget that they're just showing all the rest of us who they are. They're not making a difference. They're not changing any of our minds. They're just, if anything else, reinforcing the beliefs that we already have that they're crazy. And so there you have it. So I am loving the move to Skool. I will say it's different than anything I've ever done before and how I deliver things. And I like that. It's just a place where I can simplify and store everything. And I literally have 40 years worth of stuff and 50 years worth of knowledge and wisdom and things that I want to impart and depart or get out of my life and share from my life before I'm not here anymore, right? And I had that big wake-up call when I was 50 and I'm like, okay, still here. So what is it that I'm really supposed to be here doing? We'll see. It's going to unfold very soon here for all the world to see. Well, we were talking about how do we identify and then what do we do when we actually identify these things. And I say you pick one at a time. And when you're aware of it and notice it, then you deal with it right then, right now. And that's what I'm going to be doing as I go about my day. And I already know there's a couple things that I thought were gone and taken care of, but I've let other things kind of squeak in and leak into my life. And what does our subconscious do? It goes back to those old records that kept us safe before. Even if they were bad for us, it goes back, it takes us back and keeps us safe. It's why bad habits and addictions are so heinous, because our subconscious thinks that that's how we should be. And it's our identity and everything else. All right, that's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, please reach out and ask on just a message or a text or a Voxer away if you happen to have my Voxer handle. I don't give that out very much anymore. If I if you're thinking about it, you've got questions about anything that I talk about, if you've got an idea for next year's annual challenge, if you would like to be part of our Skool community, Supersize Your Business right now, but that might be changing to encompass more of like who I actually really am and what I really teach and what I do than just the business angle and the business focus, although it is one of my favorites. All right, have an amazing day. I am going to go help tend to littles with very croupy coughs and colds, and I'm hoping that I don't get it. Not good. I'm choosing not to participate in this round of bugs. See you tomorrow.